Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait.
enemy.
Elizabeth?
No. Elizabeth!
Lady Blackwood. Was she Lady Blackwood? Well, if the disasters are the same, then the antidote must be the same. The one I read about in William Marshall's memoir. I'm going to need a blood of a pure of heart, William Marshall. I'm going to need a drop of blood of a king, Geoffrey McCullum, his King Arthur's blood. And then garlic, or in this case, perhaps insulin. Oh, Elizabeth. That news rocked her. There's something here that's yet to be discovered.
The recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Hopefully. Now, I also want to go to Usher Tall Tree. If I take a left, I can try get the blood from Lord Redgrave, who will hopefully be cooperative, though I very much doubt it, considering their members are hunting me in the streets. Come on! And then we can go visit Usher. And give him the news. And perhaps I should rest and evolve, but not till we've done a little more work.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
If I can wrench it from him, and even if that is the blood of William Marshall he holds.
You are not welcome.
Am I not?
Nobody takes him seriously.
Then how am I going to get in? There's a back door. Let's try the back door. We can't afford to be refused. There was a door through the basement, was there not? I thought there was something locked in there. However, it might be a passage in. Unless I can get through the back. Which would be a serious lack of security.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Might improvise. Ooh, it's going to be fighting my way through. Okay. Take this. Oh, you're a toughie. Come on. Oh, let's get stamina. Ooh, take one of these. Ooh. Come on. Just keep up the assault. Ooh, back, back, back. Careful, he hits very hard. Ooh. Come on! Oh, that blood shield of his. No! Right, they're expecting me.
You're bleeding.
Oh! Careful! Let's get some of that blood. Oh, okay. Ooh. He's a toughie. Does that blood shield wear off? Oh, sugar! Thought I dodged that. Considering I'm not going to get a warm welcome inside the Ascalon Club, I think actually I might go see Ashbury first. I think I want to speak to a friend before I go speak to a foe. And we do still need to give him the news regarding Edgar. And afterwards, after I've seen Usher that is, I'm going to evolve. I'm going to see what strength I can gather for myself. Thinking about it, how's the population of London looking? There's no disease amongst the population as of the moment. But for every moment we leave Harriet Jones unchecked, who knows what she's doing? And the Suascal. Who knows what risk they're at with Harriet Jones so close by? Can I get around this beast? It doesn't appear I can. Alright. Oh, hello. What are you throwing at me? Right. It was worth a try. Yeah, a lot easier to fight than an Ekon. Come on. There we go. Oh, back up. Even those wolf-like ones are turning into this horrific creature of pestilence. I forgot there's that pressure plate contraption as well near where we found Ashbury. Wait, the empty tomb of William Marshall. In... what's that? Is it that in the Temple Church district? Is this the place where we would find William Marshall's tomb? Usher, I have news.
Good evening, Jonathan Reed. Can I help you in any way?
Yes, you can. Oh. Well, first let's give you this notebook. I found your stolen notebook, and I have not read a single letter.
I found your notebook. The one the guard of Prewen stole from you.
And you've brought it back to me. That's excellent news, Jonathan. Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
Yes.
Just about.
I give it back to you untouched.
Then, my friend, you deserve a little something to reward your fortitude. Please, have this, with my gratitude.
What's in the notebook?
I can't answer you, Jonathan, since you chose not to open it.
I should have expected that, but we have gained something in return. Right, let's ask you as well. The last time we spoke, when we met, how did you know about the lives I took?
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor.
Ah, we might have discussed this before. I think I'd rather not know for now.
I would rather not know.
I'll leave you be.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind.
For good or for ill, we never read that journal. And he does not seem forthcoming with further information, and now that Edgar is gone, I don't believe our ties with the Brotherhood will last much longer. How does this puzzle work? Could I just move these candles? Like, there's 4 of them. These candelabras. just move them on the pressure plates. It could be so easy. What am I supposed to do here? Before I forget, we did actually get something to read from Usher. And I need to open whatever this key unlocks, probably back at Pembroke Hospital in his office. Right, where, oh where? The origin of the Brotherhood, this was it. The name of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole comes from the mythical figure of Paul Aurelian, Latin, Paulinus Aurelianus, the great Welshman evangelist of the 6th century. Paul Aurelian is supposed to have died in 575 at the age of 140 years old, and was one of the 7 founding saints of Britannia. I don't think that's accurate. I think maybe that's a Paul Aurelian and a Paul Aurelian Jr. According to legend, St. Paul Aurelian used his sacred stole as a leash to tame a ferocious dragon, and then cast the terrible beast into the sea. The saint is long gone now, but we, of the Brotherhood, keep his stole as a precious relic. Sometimes called the Brotherhood of the Stole, or even the Stole, we are a secret society of scholars who observe and identify the presence and activity of the vampires in Great Britain. Known as Watchers, the men and women of the Brotherhood vow to express a neutral attitude toward vampires. We believe we can be useful guides for these immortals, sometimes tempted to unleash their appetite. We postulate that vampires are not evil by essence. Over the centuries, we have witnessed that some vampires are able to transcend their predatory nature to protect mortals. Great mythological or historical figures, which we know were vampires, proved that enlightened immortals might agree to protect and guide mankind through difficult ages. Above the Watchers are the Legates, who represent the authority of the primate wherever they go. As such, they have the right to call for the ban of the dragon. It is an ancestral ritual known only by the primate himself, used when the time comes and proof has been gathered that another beast must be cast into the sea. The gathering and study of ancient texts are our main source of information, used to understand the origin and behaviour of the immortals. Recently, I decided that our legates should be allowed to travel and explore parts of the world to expand our field of research. Blessed by the sacred stole, the bravest of our watchers even dare to approach and contact vampires to interview them and gather intelligence at the source. We still have much to learn and to discover. Our journey may never end, and that may be the greatest beauty of our task. From Whispers from Our Past. Usher Talltree, Primate of St. Paul. What's that symbol? That looks an awful lot like the pressure plates. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Usher gave me a note, a reward, for not reading that journal. And it has a very curious symbol that I've not seen before. There are 4 symbols. Wait, hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Is that correct? They don't have symbols on them. Let's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I doing that right? Okay, so looking at the collectible, I am at or standing in front of the diamond, because this in the middle, that is the drawing of that little part of the room where the steps leading down, and then to the left, the steps go further down to where Usher is. So diamond, a weird X-looking symbol, a circle and a square. How do I know the order? Hello? 1, 2, 3, 4, circle. Weird. Oh, is that a fish? 1. Fish 1. Fish 5. Square 3. Oh, I could do with a pencil right now. Diamond 6. Circle 4. Is there one combination per category? Because I've got fish, blank, square, circle, fish, diamond. So if I'm looking at the symbol, it could go fish, circle, square. No, that makes no sense. That's the room. I'm trying to follow that outline of the room, but it makes no sense. We could try that. Fish, circle, square. Circle, fish, no, that does work. So if I go fish, circle, square. Oh no, that doesn't work. No, ignore that. But I think that's what I'll try first. If it's only a 6 combination code, that's not really too many that I need to try. So try get it right. Okay. So, fish, circle, square. And we'll try circle first. Fish and diamond. Oh! I didn't think that worked for a moment. Oh, hello. That looks like my other sword, doesn't it? That looks like Dragon's Bane. True Dragon's Bane. Oh, hello. 210. 210 damage, and it goes up to 235, and that's without any upgrades. Oh. Hello. The ancient sword with a Latin phrase engraved on the blade had been forged in Wales during the 6th century and belonged to Paulus Aurelianus, founder of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. Legend says he had this blade forged before he chose the path of exile and left England with his people. Dragon's Bane has been passed to each new primate of the Brotherhood and may have been used in secret ceremonies when a primate was sent on a path of war to defeat a hostile creature. The sacred sword was supposedly lost during the schism between the Brotherhood and the Guard of Priwen in the middle of the 19th century. It seems a few copies may have been made, but this is the true and original Dragon's Bane. And this note. Recollections of Paulus Aurelianus. Oh, this is an ancient scroll. To any of my legates, or any clever stranger who would one day decipher the code leading to this parchment, this was not written for you, but for me. As the founder of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, I had many names and too long a story. These few lines are meant to help me remember who I was, what choices I made, and why I did what I chose to do. To never cease to inquire about immortals and firmly banish any of them who would prove evil. Through the centuries of my long life, I have been given many names and many titles, but I remember being born on the beautiful island of Albion. I forget the precise date, but I was told it was during the summer of the first quarter of the 5th century, after the birth of the Christian Messiah. Wait, hang on a minute. If he lived to be 170, 140, was he a vampire himself? I vaguely remember my mother's voice, as sweet as fresh honey, when she sang to my older brother and me. She named me Paul, my brother Emeris. My father was a strong knight of the kingdom of Penichin. I think I had a happy childhood. I learned to read, and I was taught by wise men. Then the Saxons came, and all was lost. The invaders came from the east and took the land. That was before the false prophet known as the Horned Trickster presented himself in front of our king, Grothring, to foresee the fight of the red and the white dragons. The Horned Trickster. Like the horned apparition of my master. My maker. No master. I have no master. The horned apparition of my maker. His words were so powerful that the king made him his advisor. As soldiers, as warriors, my father and my brother had no choice but to stand by their king and fight. As a priest, I was free to choose another path. After the death of our mother, I led the exile of my people. I led them across the sea, the young, the old, and the sick, to the islands of Ushant and Bats, to the city of Oskimor, where we had to learn new languages. And in all those places I went, I spoke the truth and the true faith. I spoke about the devil and his crooked horns. With the years, I almost forgot about the face of my mother, and the forests of my youth, and the fall of our land, and the death of my relatives. I had so much to accomplish. I was a bishop, and I had a flock to guide. My eyes looked into the future. I forgot how to remember my previous life. I was old and at peace when my brother Emeris found me. Many years after his tomb had been sealed, I saw his dead flesh walk toward me in the dim light of the evening, and his rotten mouth spoke ill of me. He called me a traitor, for I had fled the land of our ancestors while he remained to fight. The trickster was his master now. He had granted him unnatural and prolonged life. I called my own brother the son of the dragon, and a dragon himself, for that was what he had become, but he refused to listen. He wanted me to join him and help him to protect Albion, to unite our people again in the next battles to come. To achieve victory, he offered me everlasting life. As I refused, he attacked me, and his fangs and claws went deep into my flesh. Finally, I managed to bind him with my stole, and the power of God struck him. Then I sent him away, back to the sea and to the shadows, forbidden to ever come back. This is the true story of my brother and of my stole. This is how we were both defeated, for my words did not convince him, and his bite corrupted me. Soon I died and rose from my grave to forever walk under the clouded moon. I drank the blood. I changed my face. For the crime I had committed upon my own kin, I swore to go back to Albion. There, I would watch and protect the land in my own way, strengthened by my faith, but blinded by the sun. Of my weakness, I would make strength, a ray of hope in the darkness for the centuries to come, under many disguises among the livings, bound to my oath to protect the living from the threat of the dragons, and ready to ban any of them who would prove evil. Is Paulus Aurelianus William Marshall? So the horned apparition is not William Marshall. I suppose I should thank Usher for giving me the hints for the combination to work out which pressure plate was which symbol. I need to evolve. And I need to see if I can strengthen Dragon's Bane in any meaningful way. Who is the apparition then? If not William Marshall? I thought I was onto something, but clearly not. Analyze to view the blueprint. To learn the Antidote, a serum created by following the Tear of Angels recipe with insulin instead of garlic to enhance protection against disaster's infection. Now, true Dragonbane. I need many more lead plates. I need much more aluminum powder. $252. How much stronger would this even be? That gets it to 258. And then there's another 2 to 10% upgrades. I say for now we rest and evolve, but I also want to find out what's in the Pembroke Hospital, but we will do that when we search for insulin. Now, we can strengthen Abyss, can we not? If we had the blood. That's tempting because I very much like that ability. Shadow Mist, we can also improve, but we cannot afford it, so we cannot. I feel like I want to save what experience I have. Right, you know what? We are going to save for a bit longer. Hopefully, we can get up to at least 4,000 experience and improve our ultimate ability. Because I feel like my health and my stamina are in good positions. Oh, hello, I didn't mean to run out this way. Okay. Ow. He's just standing and watching as I kill his friends. Ooh, careful. Out of stamina. Need a heal. Oh. Cat blood. Back. Okay. Give me your goods. Let's... It's a fair walk, but we're going to go back to the Pembroke. We're going to search for... insulin. Where is Geoffrey McCullum? Is Geoffrey McCullum over by the graveyard? Do I want to go that way? I'm being quite indecisive. We're going to go via the graveyard, see how difficult it is over there, and what challenges we face. We're going to head to the hospital. Then hopefully we'll have the experience I wish before I evolve. Oh, don't mind me.
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe.
McCullum. I really wasn't expecting to go and have to find him or face him again quite so soon. I've not been this way before. McCullum. Ah, this is where I watched Mary's funeral. I was... Oh, there you are, McCullum. I didn't... I know you said last time the next time we meet, you're gonna kill me, but can we not fight? I'm just really here to talk. I come in peace.
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to end me, Leech? You'll find I will not be killed easily.
No.
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you... You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
To save London, I must stop the disaster.
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country is ravaged.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet, I wish I could join this battle alongside you. But this crusade is not mine to fight.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Given my aversion to... well, holy relics, I imagine I'm already damned, but... could we speak more? Another time, perhaps?
Thank you. Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
May I ask why you're here? Are you visiting someone?
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Perhaps it was vampires that killed your parents. Would I be mistaken in assuming that? Is that why you hate them so?
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been traumatizing. I understand more why you hate them so much. But who was the man that raised you?
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
So your brother became a vampire too? Well, that explains how you fell in with the Guard of Prewin. Will you help me stop the Great Hunt?
What will the Guard of Prewin do now? Will you stop the Great Hunt?
Yes. But we shall continue to protect innocents from beasts like you and your red-headed friend.
Me? But well, I say I'm not a threat, but I have drunk a couple of citizens, but not without good cause. They were terrors and evil in their own right.
Like me?
I am indebted to you for sparing me at Pembroke. But this won't always be the case. I'm no coward like those St. Paul's Stowe brothers.
You mentioned Lady Ashbury. Do you know where she is?
How long have you known Lady Ashbury? Where is she? And what will you do to her?
We saw you meeting her, so of course we investigated. But she is gone. Our scouts reported she has sold some paintings and departed for an unknown destination.
Scotland, perhaps. Or has she left the Isle as well now? I wish you goodbye and a good night. And I hope we next meet again on equally friendly terms.
Adieu, vampire hunter.
Until we meet again, blood drinker.
Well, that wasn't as difficult as getting the blood of William Marshall is going to be.